Hi, everybody. Dennis Prager here. Fireside chat number 239. Otto is real. Oh,
Okay.
that was a new one. Was that in reaction to 239? So this guy, I was just in Alaska. I literally came back today. And it is amazing. Two things amaze me. First, I was up there for a number of lectures, and I must admit I was touched by this. More people stopped me in Anchorage and even in rural Alaska to get selfies and say hi than even where I live in LA. And needless to say, almost everybody mentions Otto. I spoke to one large group, and the bio included reference to Otto. The actual printed bio. You're a hit, man. You are a hit. And as I always note, never goes to his head. By the way, if you haven't been to Alaska, may I suggest that you visit. It was not my first trip. I think it was my fourth, but I never ceased to be touched by its beauty and met a lot of wonderful people, which I do everywhere, because there are wonderful people everywhere. There are awful people everywhere and wonderful people everywhere. And a basic trick in life is maximize the number of wonderful people in your life and minimize the number of awful people in your life. But especially maximize the number of wonderful people. That is one of the great blessings of my life. The number of wonderful people that have come into my life. It's impossible for me to overstate how much that means to me. So what I was thinking, as I always do, about what I would talk about, and this is not like an issue in the news, and often I don't do an issue in the news. This is more about insights into life generally than into any one specific, although I do specific. The last time I spoke about how sad I was about the president's speech in Buffalo, which, well, I won't start it. You could all see it. It's my column up on the internet. You can see it at DennisPrager.com or many other places. So I was thinking about my favorite subject in some ways, and that is gratitude. And what prompted it, it's always prompted because this country is divided between the grateful and the ungrateful. If you really had to divide the country into two groups, obviously you could say left wing and right wing. You could say Democrat and Republican. There are a whole host of things you can say. My big division is between the grateful and the ungrateful. And I don't think it's a secret that the ungrateful tend to be on one side of the spectrum more.
Big tech censorship continues to be a big challenge for PragerU, and it's more important than ever that our audience watches our content on our platform. To continue watching this episode of the Fireside Chat, go to PragerU.com today.